Good Thursday morning, everyone. Trust everyone's having a good week. Um, I want to jump into the devotion today. Entitled today's Step of Faith. I see the blinking down here in the corner. Not really sure why that's happening, but hopefully we're recording. But Step of Faith. Titled this from the series that Brother TJ has been continuing uh, on living in victory, and just a wonderful um, service on Sunday, followed up with a wonderful revival for the youth on Sunday night that's still going. And just thankful for all that God's doing there. Um, but want to share just a couple quick things here. Life of Victory, and he kind of got the theme from Go After It. And in that, but to go after it is kind of been the theme that they've taken on for the student-led revival that's been going on. But in this, we've got the Ark of the Covenant has gone before, and Joshua is leading children of Israel getting ready to cross the Jordan, and kind of got the whole thing from he gives special instruction as the Ark of the Covenant is to go before them, um, and he gives them instruction as far as to follow, but to stay back. But I wanted to look at verse 8 here. It says, "And thou shalt command the priests that bear the ark of the covenant, saying, When you are come to the brink of the water of the Jordan, ye shall stand still in Jordan. And it shall come to pass, as soon as the soles of the feet of the priests that bear the ark of the Lord of all the earth, shall rest in the waters of Jordan, that the waters of Jordan shall be cut off from the waters that come down from above, and they shall stand upon a heap." And we was talking about to step in, to take that step, and reminded of um, a song a long time ago. Uh, Several people sang it, but the Cathedrals, "Step into the Water." And with that song, um, it talks about, and a lot of times we've sung it in baptisms a long time ago, but there's one particular verse in it that says, "There is victory for the children who walk the narrow way. There is a prize that's been appointed for the soul that does not stray." It says, "Oh, I want to live for Jesus, be all that I can be, so that I can rest with him forever, live eternity." And there's another one that talks about it's time for the people to stand up for what's right. A very appropriate song. But the whole point of it is this, that we take that step of faith. Um, and why would we do that? We look at it from, uh, I think a lot of people in our society today get very comfortable in standing on the sidelines. I'm not sure it's a term, but being just saved enough. I don't want to go to hell. So we get saved, and it's a form of, I guess, fire insurance to escape hell. But then we don't really want to live out the full life that Christ has for us. And so we get a lot that get saved and then sit on the sidelines, so to speak. But here, the very challenging message that Pastor shared on Sunday talked about taking that step of faith. Um, and the purpose of it is, to live our fullest. These are children who had been wandering, and God was giving them the promise that that He had given them a long time before, but they wasn't committed, and they had to wait. But here we see that now they are going to go. The ark has gone before them, and when those that bared the ark stepped into the Jordan, the waters, it dried up, and they're going to cross on dry ground. But we see the reward of taking that step of faith in verse 5, and he talked about the rewards. But the Lord will do wonders among you. When we go after it, when we take, and do what God's called us to do, we'll see God do wonders among us. Verse 10, "Know that the living God is among you, that he will without fail drive out before you your enemies." And in verse 10, it talks about all the different ites, the Canaanites, the Hittites, and all the groups that with our enemies. It doesn't say you'll never have enemies. People come against us. We'll have enemies as a church. We'll have enemies as Christians who try to stand up and do what's right. It doesn't say you'll not have enemies, but it says he will drive them out from you. And then in our world today, that can be in a lot of different ways. But regardless of what it is, know this: we win in the end. Okay, if we stand for Christ, we'll have enemies, but Christ will protect us, and we win. Verse 17, it says, "And the priest that bare the ark of the covenant of the Lord stood firm on dry ground." And what a reward that is. In the shifting sands of the world in which we live in today, know this: that as a Christian, when we take a stand for Christ, we can stand on firm ground. No matter what it is that we go through, when we take that step, he will guide each and every one of those steps. So I pray this has blessed you. I pray that you have a wonderful, wonderful day. If you haven't been out to the revival, I invite you to do that. It'll be happening again tonight, 7 o'clock. It's amazing what the Lord is doing. So hope you can make it. Love you all. Have a great day.